All right, boys. We are back at it. Week 11. I got my man Luke sitting next to me. We're about to drop a podcast on you for the first time in a few weeks. Luke, what's up?
What's up, man? It's good to be back. It's great. We have a great show coming up. We're going to talk about some pretty funny stuff, I think. It's good to be back. I'm glad that we get to do another podcast, and you guys may or may not listen to it. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
So I played this song in the intro called Beauty and Sorrow. And, one of the lyrics in there is, can you make sense of it all? And you know what? Sometimes you can't. Like Luke's schedule.
Yeah, it sucks. You know what I mean? Like, most points and also the most points scored against. So, it's just rough like that sometimes, I guess. But
you know what? It's got to be somebody. And I'm glad it's you.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's glad it's me. And I'm pretty much happy if it happens to anybody except for me. But that's okay. We'll see what happens here at the end of the year. Everything's always usually tight like this. Everybody, you look at everybody's record, it's not that far behind except for yours.
Oh, yeah, it's a great point. I was just thinking that. I was like, he's talking about everybody except me.
There are 9 teams that are close to each other.
That 10th guy's way out there.
Yeah.
Tom is the new Cody of the league. It's fine. I'm comfortable with that. I've come to terms with it. Hello, Butler.
Hello. And like I said, like I said before, the curse of the champion.
It
rears
could be
its ugly head again.
It could be a real thing, and I'm feeling the clinches of that. And you know what? It's not good.
It's not, but it doesn't feel good. But I see you've come to the reality of it all because the amount of recent activity you've had on the waiver wire has been substantial, to say the least, right?
What are you talking about?
Well, I think you know what I'm talking about,
I don't have any clue. What are you talking about?
There's only would you make 4 transactions this last week? Is that like a roster flip?
Hey, look, 37 trades in a week or 37 waiver wire swaps in a week. That's not that big of a deal. It's fine.
It isn't unless you're 3-7 or whatever.
So I have a legitimate excuse.
Yeah, and also Patrick seems to be slightly worried about his team as well with as many transactions as he's made here recently. What do you think about that? Do you think that he's a little worried?
It's got to be, because if he's near the bottom where I am, which he is, then you got to make some moves. You got to do some stuff. So, let's just roll right into that. What do you think about the trades recently?
The last trade, I don't know what's going on with it. Ferrari must have been really just desperate, man. That's all I can say, because you traded Josh Jacobs for Mark Ingram.
Desperate's one word. I was thinking that maybe he was drinking the bong water. You know what I mean?
Maybe so. I don't know. Why would you give up Josh Jacobs? If you think that Alvin Kamara is going to be gone the rest of the year, I get it. I think it was just a 1-week kind of thing. I think that Josh Jacobs okay, but I don't know. I don't really know what Ferrari was thinking on that trade. But I guess he wants to try and stay in first place. It's just good to take that L and not trade your good players away, typically.
So get rid of Josh Jacobs and Cole Beasley for Mark Ingram. The backup to the backup to the Kamara.
The backup to the backup.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, we'll see how it all shakes out with Tony Jones Jr. coming back. He was the number 2.
Did you say Henry Jones Jr.?
No.
I swore you said Henry Jones Jr. You know who that is, right?
No, I don't.
Indiana Jones.
That's hilarious.
It's Henry Jones
He
Jr.
better not be Indiana Jones. People can get their ass whipped, literally, dude.
Well, Scarl's got Mark Ingram as a backup. So just in case something catastrophic happens.
To the backup of the backup.
Yeah.
The backup.
I might as well jump on that list while I'm at it. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, well, you're basically playing with all backups.
No kidding.
It's
Well, he's playing Josh Jacobs against me this week. We'll see what happens.
And also, I just want to mention this because I think it's really funny. Chris dropped the Ravens to pick up the Dolphins defense for like $6 or $7, I think. Yeah, $6. I mean, he took that whipping the Dolphins gave to the Ravens last week and was like, Dolphins number one.
I'm out of here.
He's been talking to Josh a little too much is what I think is going on.
Hey, look.
But what's crazy is the Dolphins, the Ravens have a great matchup this week against the Chicago Bears. So another one I didn't really understand.
Well,
but,
the Dolphins have a great matchup this week also.
Who do they
Jets.
play? The Jets?
The Jets.
I mean, not as good as the Bears, though. The Bears can't even. I mean, they can't. They got two wide receivers that probably have like 30 yards
Combined.
for the year. Like four targets total. You know what I mean? Like, what is going on over there? I have no idea. Justin Fields needs another year, apparently, I guess. But it is pretty funny watching the recent activity. I mean, there has been more activity this year on the waiver wire than I think I've ever seen. I mean...
Whoa. There's a couple years ago, you were adding and dropping players like ridiculous. You'd pick up a guy, an hour later, you drop him and pick somebody else up. So
yeah.
I'm kind of in that position right now.
Yeah, true. But, like, I feel like there's just a lot going on this year on the activity. Lots of trades actually kind of happen, and I don't know if any of them are really good, but, lots of activity. I'd love to see some of that activity on my side, but...
Sure,
hey,
sure. How come nobody will trade with you?
Probably because they want my 40-burger Cooper Kupp, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't trying to trade him, so...
So, I reached out to several members of the league, probably 3/4 of them, and offered some various trades, and I text Luke after I reached out to about 4 people, and just, was testing the water. So it wasn't that big of a deal. You know what I mean? Just testing the water.
Yeah, I felt offended by your trade offer.
So basically, it was, hey, look, I'll trade you Cooper Kupp for Kelsey and blah 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 blah.
Plus, what I mean? Plus,
yeah.
Right? And even Kelsey, like he's awesome, right? Like that dude's awesome. And
but he wasn't right then. Yeah.
Normally, that would be a let's do it kind of thing. But obviously, Cooper Kupp is just a man unleashed this year.
Sure. And
I mean, I was just like, who else? You know what I mean? You got another starter? Like you got an RB1 you're trying to throw in there?
Yeah, it was just funny because, I was really just kind of fishing. I hadn't got any bites from anybody else. I was thinking, I'll reach out to Luke, see what it'll take for Cooper. Yeah. And I was just kind of,
it was a very formal message. I'll just put it that way.
I would like to submit an offer for your best player.
I felt like I was literally talking to a general manager of an NFL team. Like I got that message and I was like, dude, this dude is super serious, man. He's sending me the professional. I'm surprised I didn't get it in an email. You know what I mean?
with a stamp of approval.
Yeah, with like his credentials down at the bottom. Like, you know what I mean? Like a super professional. Like, and I could tell, I was like, oh, he's trying to wheel and deal me now, dude. Because I was like, he went from, yo, what's up, dude? Let's get a beer, to, I'd like to propose an offer. I'd like to submit a trade to you for this. I was just like, oh, no. He's like, he's getting super serious now.
So I crafted a very carefully worded email. No, text message, excuse me. And Luke's reply was almost instantaneous, and it was about as coarse as you can get. What you trying to do with my 40 burger, son? Oh, you want that old 40 burger, huh? I wish I could have seen Luke's face when he read my text message, because it was probably something... I
was standing outside, and I laughed out loud.
Laughed out loud.
I was like, not because I was like, oh, I'm totally not open to trade. It was because of his wording on the message that made me laugh so hard, because it was way too professional. It was way too serious. There was no way you're getting my 40 burger.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. So, regarding trades, I was able to...
you made a good trade.
Submit a trade with Patrick Cromer.
Agreed, yep.
And I traded him Kelsey, Robinson, and Herbert, and those are three of my best players at that point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, most definitely.
And I got Gesicki, Darrell Williams, who's the backup to CEH.
Yeah.
And I got Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel is a great receiver.
Yeah.
But I gave him the best tight end in the game.
Yeah.
And James Robinson, who's producing. Khalil Herbert was producing.
At the time, yeah.
At the time.
And James Robinson's kind of, he's producing and he's not producing.
Sure.
He's kind of back and forth. But
Sure.
But Deebo Samuel's producing, for sure. That guy and him, I feel like Kelsey were kind of like the same kind of trade. I felt like that was really equal. But to give you Damian Williams, the Chiefs' backup, who is now probably going to be outperforming Allaire the rest of the year. I mean, after they put him in, they've won games when he's playing, right?
Yeah.
Essentially, why change a good thing? Why switch a bunch of stuff up, especially a guy coming off IR who's probably not really ready. He's probably a little fragile.
Sure.
I think Damian Williams is going to keep going strong. And then who was the other guy you got?
I got Gesicki, and Cromer was coining him as "go suck it" because he was not doing very well at the time. He did score me 0 points last week against Mike. Luckily, I didn't need it.
Yeah, thank God for you.
Yeah.
I needed T.J. Hawkinson to show up. He gave me the goose
0.
egg, and I was like, this has got to be Jared Goff. This is 100% got to be Jared Goff, because what else could it be? I'm like, you have nobody else to pass it to except for Feces. Feces. What's his name? His name is Feces Williamson or something like that. You know what I mean?
Is it Festus?
It's Cephas. It's Cephas.
Oh, Cephas.
Yeah, it's Cephas.
Hey,
we call him Feces.
First name Bo, middle name Cephas.
Yeah, Bo Cephas. Yeah.
Feces. That was awesome. I was like, so this guy's name is Shit
Player. That's what I'm saying. He's a shit player, and this guy is getting more points than T.J. Hawkinson. You want to talk about fumes coming out? Like I don't even know what to say about that, dude. I was just like, feces again. I was like,
Cephas, feces. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Basically, you're saying the guy's shit because,
he's not very good, but he is getting. He is getting points. And then this other guy named Raymond's getting points, but where's TJ Hawkinson? Like, where is this dude? Is he, lost?
Look, they can't all be winners all the time. TJ Hawkinson's been dominating for you. He's got to cool off every once in a while, right?
No. No, N-O.
The preposterous look that was just on your face. The preposterous look. You looked at me like I don't know, I just stole your 40 burger or something.
You did, Mason. No. Jared Goff is stealing my 40 burger. TJ Hawkinson blew up at the beginning of the year. He had 3 games, 20 points, and then it went, whoop, it just fell flat. And I was like, what is going on? I mean, I know teams are probably double teaming him because they're like, this is the only player he's got. But to record no points, and you're typically the most targeted guy, 8 to 10 targets a game, 0 points was kind of, especially when I needed against Spencer. I had nobody playing. I had shit team last week, almost beat him. That would have been great. Ramondre Stevens was probably just, I would have been pissed if somebody played Ramondre Stevens, scored 30 points. Some no-name son of a bitch. You know what I mean?
It's ballsy for you to pick him up and play him and start him.
Yeah, well, it was either him or Jarvis Landry, and I was like, Jarvis Landry sucks balls. You know what I mean? So they're like, oh, he's projected 14 points. And I was like, this dude has been scoring 2 points per game. How? How?
14 points divided by 3.
Because Baker Mayfield sucks. That's basically what it comes down to, So.
Speaking of that, one of the most prolific wide receivers in the game just bailed out of there.
Yeah.
He said to hell with it.
Man.
My daddy said you weren't throwing me the ball. Now I'm out of here. I want to trade.
And obviously, I don't like OBJ as a person, but typically I've found a lot of success with him on my fantasy football team. But yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. It's just odd for me to see somebody acting like a little baby for years and years after you get paid so much money. Like I wish somebody would pay me $40 million so I could cry like a little girl. Right?
Shit.
What is going on? And then he was playing in the Rams game, and then just stopped on his route.
Oh,
and dude threw it to him.
Threw a pick, man.
And he was just like, "What are you doing, bro?"
He stopped on his route. He point blank stopped on his route, and there was a ball down there that he probably could have got.
He could have got it.
It was a 50-50 ball.
Yeah, but why did he stop? What? Why stop?
I think somebody had some popcorn or something on the sideline. You know what I mean?
I think his buddy needed to tie his shoelaces. He needed to tell him or something. He's like, "Hey, I don't want you to trip and hurt yourself."
He walks up there and points his chest.
Yeah. He's like, I think he saw his daddy playing videos up in the bleachers.
You better be watching me, daddy.
Yeah. You see that? You get that on video?
I'm telling my dad on Matthew, Daddy, you get him.
I mean, it's like father, like son, I guess. You know what I mean? Because like your dad's on TikTok putting up. I mean, my dad would never do anything like that. It's just an insult, really. I mean, like you want to talk about professionalism. Well, we found out where he got his professionalism from because his dad's posting TikToks. Like he even could download TikTok.
Yeah,
his little daughter. I mean, his little granddaughter probably had to put it on there for him just so he could post something.
Figure out what's
and
going
then
on.
he probably hired some dude, paid him $100,000 just to make that video. You know what I mean?
Weaponized funk. All right, boys, we're back in it. We're gonna start off this next segment talking about the weekly matchups. We'll get to Luke here in a few. He's gonna start crybabying about some stuff, but it'll be fine. We'll all work through it. So, Luke, who you got on deck first?
I got the Washington Folktard against Rude Dude.
Oh, right on.
Okay.
What'd you think about that name change, by the way?
It was great, dude. I think it was perfect for Mike. Give him a little, little hit.
Little jab.
Yeah. He probably doesn't like that very much. So
It's not supposed to like it. He got beat by 50 points. So
you're right, 100%. But more than others, I think Mike doesn't like being called a fucktard. Probably. I mean, nobody would. Who would? But now,
I love being called a fucktard.
yeah. All right, please call me a fucktard again.
Hey, you fucktard. What's up?
Fucktard. So not only that, but we get to call him the Washington fucktard.
Right.
His favorite team,
Yeah.
the Washington Redskins, beat the Bucks last week.
Where
Dude.
did that come from?
I don't know, man. He was telling me, because he knows all about the Washington fucktards, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so he was telling me about Cameron Curl, who used to play for the Razorbacks, actually. And he was like, when the Washington defense was good, they had Cameron Curl in, and they were playing Landon Collins, who's from Alabama when he went to college, and he's playing safety, and they weren't playing good. Lo and behold, like 2 weeks later, they take Landon Collins and move him, put Cameron Curl in. All of a sudden, the Washington defense is doing great.
Oh, wow.
What happened? I mean, he was. I don't know if he's right on that, but it seems like it. They started coming alive. I mean, what happened to Tom Brady, man? I was hoping he would destroy the Washington Redskins.
No, he got rolled up. A lot of picks and just terrible play.
It was terrible. I was supposed to beat Spencer last week.
I know. And unfortunately, you didn't. Yeah, so Mike's team is kind of cooled down. He had a couple of bye weeks there. And when I say bye weeks, I mean his entire team was just garbage.
Yeah, and he's not looking good right now. I mean, as far as projections go, which mean absolutely nothing for the most part. But it does kind of give you an indication of matchups. And they just don't look great, especially, the majority of his players have been really hurt. Saquon Barkley is just, rife with injury this year.
Kyler Murray, Barkley, Gibson.
Yeah. McLaurin had a hamstring issue. He picked up Russell Wilson from Cromer, which was hilarious, but just to spite him, you know what I mean? And so his team just kind of, like you said, just really cooled off. And I think Spencer's team's kind of, even though he didn't score any points last week, and I should have beat the dog crap out of that dude last week, I couldn't score 100 points, and his team looks pretty good. I mean, he's got DJ Moore sitting on the bench with
Luke,
Michael Pittman.
It hurts, don't it?
It does. It hurts, man. It hurts.
Well,
dude.
you know what? He's got Jalen Hurts in this week, so.
Well, he's finally getting smart, I guess. You know what I mean? He's finally playing Jalen Hurts. He's only the number 3 quarterback in the league right now, and he's had him sitting on his bench
For Herbert.
Yeah, for Herbert. Well, Herbert ain't doing bad, but
He's sporadic, though.
he's 7. He's 7th. Jalen Hurts is 3. I don't see how you play Herbert the rest of the way just because Jalen Hurts is a running machine.
So you got Elliott and Cooper from Dallas. That could be a big game for them because Casey's defense isn't all that great.
It's very susceptible. Most definitely. He's got Eckler against Pittsburgh, who is obviously terrible. They have no Ben Roethlisberger. They were terrible when they had Ben Roethlisberger.
They're going with Mason Rudolph, man.
Yeah, and we've seen that guy before for a whole year, and he's terrible.
Yeah, he's not good.
He's not. He's the dude that got hit in the head.
Oh, yeah.
He's the dude that got hit in the head by who was it that hit him in the head?
Was it Myles Garrett?
It was.
It was Myles Garrett
because he said that, quote unquote, called him an expletive. I think it was the wrong expletive too, and dude got swung on like a hammer.
Yeah.
With his helmet, dude. Oh, I forgot all about that for a minute there, but that dude's terrible, man. Mason Rudolph is so bad.
It was Myles Garrett.
Yeah,
Myles Garrett was hot. He was hot. I don't remember exactly what Myles Garrett did to Mason Rudolph, but Mason Rudolph retaliated, I think, and then he probably needed a new pair of shorts because Myles Garrett came in on him. You know what I mean?
Like ripped his helmet off and right, or was it? Would he have his helmet on when he?
Well, I actually think he lost his head.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know what I mean? He would have if he wasn't wearing a helmet. I think I didn't. For some reason, why am I thinking that he wasn't wearing a helmet or something, or maybe he was and
he got knocked off. Yeah, he got knocked off.
Anyways, it was a fiasco, obviously, but yeah, I just don't. I mean, I see Rude Dude coming through on this game. Mike's my buddy, obviously, but he's just so banged up, man, right now, and it's just really hard to win when your team's super banged up and there's so much volatility there. So next game is going to be Cromer and Ferrari.
Hey, two of the greatest names out there, chasing multiple scrogasms versus Too Much Johnson for you. Yeah. I mean, that just goes together.
They just go together. Who's going to win this game? I feel like Ferrari's going to pull it out again, just because Ferrari pulls out games that he shouldn't win all the time, right? I mean, he's like, coming in there with 95 points, beat you by 30, you know?
So here's what I'm trying to figure out, though. Chase Edmonds is out. Mm-hmm. Dylan's hurt, right?
Yep. He's going with Mark Ingram.
And he's going to put Mark Ingram? Why the hell would you trade Josh Jacobs to put in Mark Ingram? I mean, how does that make sense?
Josh Jacobs playing this week, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to wrap my mind around this. Why would you trade him? I'm just wondering if Chris invited Ferrari over, got him all lit up in multiple avenues of being lit up, and then was like, hey, dude, let me see your pound.
Yeah, let me just make this trade real quick, and you won't know it, right?
So here's the deal. Aaron Jones is doubtful. He's got a big zero there.
Yeah, he's going to put in A.J. Dillon.
But then he doesn't have another running back other than Mark Ingram.
Other than Josh Jacobs, who he traded for a guy that probably going to score. I mean, he might. Okay, if Alvin Kamara doesn't play, then he's got him for 1 week probably. Because they're trying to practice Alvin Kamara. If Alvin Kamara, even if he practiced yesterday in limited fashion, I mean, Alvin Kamara knows the offense. If they didn't practice him today just to give him rest, which I don't think he had a setback, they probably would have said something about it.
Well, they're resting him up. That way they can play him.
Yeah. I don't know. But
am I taking crazy pills?
You are, I guess. I mean, and they went straight to Ferrari's head is basically what happened, dude.
I saw it come through and I was like, what is going on here? What's the angle here?
I think we need to call Ferrari and just get his opinion on it, honestly, because I'd like to hear his opinion on why he made that trade. Right? I mean, is that not a reasonable thing to do? I just want to hear it from him.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, you can, get yourself trade rate whenever you want to. I mean, you know how I like to get Cody on those things.
Oh yeah, Odell Beckham Jr.
yeah. I mean, multiple times in a row. Let's see if we can get Ferrari. I mean, this is probably not going to work, but
he's probably seen me calling and he's not going to answer.
Oh, it's Ferrari.
What's up, man? Hey, we wanted to talk to you about the trade you made with Chris.
Welcome to Hate the Game League Studios.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, we're wondering about this alleged trade that was fair.
Oh, it's not alleged. It was a trade. So
fair trade. Alleged fair trade.
So we're trying to figure out how you gave up Josh Jacobs and Cole Beasley from Mark Ingram.
We just want to hear what you have to say about that. Like, what was your thinking on that?
My thinking was I need a running back, and I was stoned and wasn't really paying attention and got scared.
That's what Tom said, dude.
That's exactly what I just said. That's exactly what I just said.
Okay, so like Mark Ingram, you were just like, oh, he's gonna play, or like what was your? I mean, like what was your thing? I mean,
did he put up 28 points the other day?
yeah, I mean he did, but he's the backup though, right?
To the backup.
Yeah.
I know. But my backup, fucking Dylan, put up 26 the other day.
Well, he did, but you traded the guy that's not on Dylan's team, right? I mean, so like you had Jacobs. He's gonna start this week, right?
Yeah.
Pretty decent matchup too.
It was a dumb trade.
Okay. We just wanted to hear it from your mouth.
It was
Yeah.
a dumb trade. Like, it was,
Okay, well that's
if there was
okay.
some way I can veto that trade right now, I would veto that trade.
Dude, Tom was trying to veto it that day. He sent me. He goes, "Doesn't this trade look a little off?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "It looks like he just got trade raped." Is what happened. I was like,
No. He did. get
"Yeah,
traded.
well, he trade raped himself,
I trade
basically."
myself. I can't even talk shit about Chris. Like, Chris did something wrong. I mean,
I was like, "Call me, dude. Don't you know I'm the official trade raper here, dude?"
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, you didn't reach out like you should have. And, after I saw this trade come through, I went back through my text messages, and I was like, dude, I tried to trade Ferrari Kelsey. I tried to trade him Metcalf. I tried to trade him Josh Allen. And then you
You
trade...
just caught him at the wrong time. Dude.
Oh, yeah. I got to wait till after 10
You gotta do
p.m.
it in the morning, dude.
No,
You know what I
10
mean?
p.m. 10
No,
p.m.
the
That's when
morning,
you're
dude.
good and
Like,
flying high at that point.
yeah, well, I mean,
but that was like 10 p. It was like 10 p.m. after like I just like got beat again. I thought I was about to fall out of first place. Like it was just like
it was a major hit to you, and you saw Mark Ingram with the big fat 28, and you were like, I forgot all about Alvin Kamara, right? You know what I mean? Like, is that what happened, kind of?
Yeah, Alvin Kamara is an alien. He might have went back to his home.
I know his head was in.
all year, and they got Taysom Hill as the quarterback now, right? So like,
Yeah, but I think mine was like in 2017 when Ingram was a starter or whatever, right? Something like that, maybe. You know,
Ingram's a starter. Ingram put up 28 points. I figured Ingram. I don't know.
he's still. I mean, don't get me wrong. He could be better than Josh Jacobs the rest of the year, just because he probably will get some work. Maybe, possibly. It just depends on Kamara's health, obviously. But we just thought that was the strangest trade.
Yeah,
because
because you gave up Cole Beasley and Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
And like, if you would have just given up Jacobs for Ingram, we would have.
If you'd have tried to make that trade with me, I'd have been like, "Are you sure you want to do this, man? Like, because this."
No, you wouldn't have.
No,
you
I
would
would
have
have,
hit. You would have
dude.
hit accept
No,
immediately.
no. Because I would have talked to Ferrari. Knows I'm not being honest with you, right? Ferrari, like I'm honest with you.
Call me, like Luke will call me when he wants to make a trade. If I'm about to do something stupid, and he knows I'm about to do something stupid, he'll call me and tell me, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?"
let me tell you something. I tried to trade Ferrari, Kelsey, Connor, and some other people for various people on his team, and one of them was I'll take Chase Edmonds and I'll
Yeah.
give you Connor, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
You had the trade. You had it, dude. But Tom seems a little miffed off about it, man. You know what I mean? Like he keeps bringing it up, right? You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
we are talking to Ferrari.
Yeah, but-
and he did admit that he made a mistake.
yeah, well, of course. But I mean, I think we need to give him credit for that. You know what I mean? He made a mistake with you, quote unquote, right? He's supposed to make a trade, didn't happen. So you know what I mean? Like anything that Ferrari tells me, I'm like, you either got to trade me now,
Or it's not going to
or
happen.
it's not going to happen, dude. You know what I mean? Because Ferrari's he's not thinking about it. You know what I mean?
He's got
just not
other
thinking
stuff
about
on his
it.
mind,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
obvious.
exactly. So I mean, but
Something like other stuff on mine is that if I sit there and overthink it, I'm gonna like make
True.
a bad decision.
You didn't overthink that one. You didn't overthink it. You should have overthought it.
yeah, you should have called me.
I didn't think
Yeah, I'd have
I
traded
didn't think
something
that
for
one
Josh
blew
Jacobs.
up.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. We just thought it was real odd, and so
I'm worried, but see, Josh Allen also had a bad game that weekend too, man. I was all types of just like.
Hey, all right.
okay. So
We'll move on.
You're feeling a little hot water, right? You know what I mean? You've lost a few games in a row, right?
And now you got Cromer coming up. Tell
Yeah.
us about your matchup with Cromer and how you're feeling. For one, let me point this out. You don't have a running back to play this week.
Yeah, he does. He's got A.J. Dillon's going in for Aaron Jones, going to replace him. And now he's got Mark Ingram.
Mark Ingram,
He's
great.
He's got a running back. You know what I mean? He might play, and Alvin Kamara might not. So you might look like the old golden boy this week when they pull Alvin Kamara, and then I look like an idiot because I don't have Mark Ingram on my team. You know what I mean? Like,
You don't need that to look like an idiot, by the way.
yeah. I mean,
Hey, look, you want to handicap Kamara?
do I want a handicap for Kamara? Sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, fuck it, yeah. I'll trade. What do you want for Mark Ingram?
Hey,
I'll give you.
hey, we'll get this offline, okay?
I would like to make a trade over.
Yeah, go ahead. All right, let's
over
do
the
it.
podcast would be awesome.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So-
but I agree with you. Maybe I should talk in private.
No.
I don't want anybody, being like, hey, you
This
can't
won't
make trades on the podcast.
Why not?
I
This
mean,
won't hit for a couple of days.
It's true. But
all right,
I
make
give
him an
you,
offer.
I give you.
Put this rule in at the draft.
No. I'd trade you Ramondre Stevens for Mark Ingram right now, dude.
Didn't he just come off of a 30-point game?
He did.
I don't even know who the hell that dude is.
He just came off of a 30-point game. That's what you need to know.
He's the Patriots' backup, and he gets 12 carries a game.
And he just scored 30.
Yeah, he did.
There's a Patriots running back that gets a guaranteed 12 carries a game?
Yeah, he does. Yep. He 100% does. I can show you.
How are you going to show him? He's on the phone.
I'll ride with it. Yeah, let's go. I trust you.
Let me look. Let me make sure.
Y'all has interjected immediately, so it's not a raping situation, I feel.
No, attempts 11. Dallas 5, 8, 10, 20 last week for 30 points. He had 12.6, 15 point. Man, I don't know if I want to trade him now.
Yeah, you already got the yes, dude. I'm down. We can go with it.
All right. All right. Throw it to me. Send me the trade. I'll put Ramondre Stevens up right now, dude.
Look, based on past experience, I think you need to initiate the trade or else it'll never happen.
I mean, I've done that, and he still hasn't. So there we go. First trade that's ever happened on
the podcast.
On the podcast. We'll see if it goes through. I'm going to send it right now. You can look for yourself. Check out the player. See what you think.
All right. Hey, Ferrari, thanks for talking to us. Thanks for letting us know about your trade and your matchup this week. We'll be rooting for you.
It's great to hear from you too, man. Glad you picked up.
I'm glad to see everybody's doing well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you're doing well, dude. You're in first place. I hate you for that, but that's okay. You know what I mean? I hope we get this trade. That would be great, man.
Yes, I hope that. Who else is tied with me? Is it Cromer? Cromer's tied for first. Mike is still tied for first.
No.
Yeah, you're tied with Spencer and Mike for first place. Should have been me, but it's okay. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. But yes, you're still tied for first, man. If you pull out W, and guess what? Cromer's not been very lucky here these past few weeks, and he's shuffling big time. He had like four transactions this week on the waiver wire, so yeah, he's feeling a little. He might Tommy Waffle a couple things this week. You never know.
See, I shuffled the week before, and I Tommy Waffled like a.
That's hilarious, dude. You got to stick with your guys, Ferrari. You got to stick with them, dude, thick and thin. Unless their name is Calvin Ridley, and then you just don't know what to do with that guy, sir.
All right, brother. Hey, thanks for answering, and we'll see you soon. Okay, brother.
Send in that trade, dude.
Man, y'all have a good one.
All right, you too, man.
Later. Well, there you have it, gentlemen. The first live podcast trade.
I know, man. How did I do it?
Luke has got the biggest smile on his freaking face right now that I've seen in a long time.
I mean, it's apples for apples, basically. But, it is what it is. To finish it up with them, I think this week Patrick's got the edge. I feel like, that trade could cost Ferrari a little bit. And Patrick's lost 3 times in a row. So I feel like he just due for a game. Ferrari's on a little bit of a downslope here. His team hasn't produced like it should to be winning at the level he's winning.
Sure.
There's gonna be a regression to the mean.
Well, here's a couple of things. He's got Najee Harris, James Robinson, Devontae Adams, Keenan Allen, Travis Kelce, and then he picked up Corey Davis from the Jets. And we'll see if they do anything. But right now, Cromer's got a high projection of 137, and Ferrari doesn't have a running back. So let's move on to the next one.
Yeah, indeed. The next game we're going to look at is the recipient of Josh Jacobs. We're going to look at Chris's team and Tom's team. Hello, Butler.
Hello, Butler.
Hello. Tom, would you mind getting me a beer? Get you some practice.
Let me get the towel on my arm and a tray, and I'll get you a beer. No problem.
That'd be wonderful, man.
Gotcha.
I really appreciate that. Do you think you have any chance this week?
Well, do I think I have any chance? That's a great question, Luke. Shut your face. Yes, I think I have a chance.
I mean, everybody's got a chance, ultimately.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah, is it like a 1 in a million chance? Or is it like a 10% chance? I mean, it can't be any more than 50, right? I mean,
Oh, it's got to be more than 50. It's actually 48% according to ESPN.
Well, we all know they don't know what they're talking about. So.
Yeah, it's probably more like 60 or 70. My team's on a hot streak right here. I won a game last week. I'm on a hot streak.
Don't get me wrong. I want you to beat him. I want you to beat Chris. Dude. You know why? Obviously, it drags his record down even more. I would love to win this week, and I would love for Chris to lose this week. Just simple math. You're 3-7. Even if you win, you're 4-7. It's still no threat to me. You know what I mean? Like, but can it happen? Yes. And I think in my mind, he deserves it after that trade.
That's a great point.
Like he did that. He knew it. He knew what he was doing. He was probably like, this is not if it was me, I would have been like, no, I can't take Cole Beasley. I just want Josh Jacobs. It's enough of a trade rape at this point that it's like I'm not going to live with myself.
Yeah,
how can I live with myself by doing like this?
The humanity of it.
The humanity. There is no humanity from Chris in this trade. This was simply one person taking advantage of another. 100%. Ferrari admitted that the trade was bad. I think Chris should just trade it back. I mean, in all honesty, it wasn't even fair. You know what I mean? Now. But whoa, pump your brakes before you start talking about my trades. You know what I mean? Like.
I wasn't going there. I was just saying, like, we could pull everybody up and they could vote on the trade. We could see if they agree with it.
Well, I mean, yeah, I would like to do that. You know what I'm saying? I think we've made a case for it. But, Chris, kudos to you. You won this battle, dude. You know what I mean? But you will not win the war. I'm taking Tom this week to beat you. Stone cold.
You know what? Tom's taking Tom to win this week.
And you deserve it. You deserve it for that trade. Bro.
I agree.
Cole Beasley, too? What are you doing?
The humanity of it.
The humanity. Like, you take him and Cole Beasley, dude? Like, do you have no soul?
No, that's us.
Put him and share his soul between us. You know what I mean? Like half and half at least would make one.
No,
we don't even have
joke.
that. I mean, just like 0.0%.
I'm really surprised at Chris because Chris has always been.
This is the most cutthroat I've ever seen, Chris.
I mean,
honestly,
maybe he's turning a leaf here.
Maybe so, man. Maybe he's not taking any anymore. You know what I mean? Like he's. I mean,
maybe he invited Ferrari. Maybe you invited Ferrari over, got him drunk, slapped him around a little bit.
Did it on purpose. Maybe he pulled out the good whiskey or something. Was just like. He's always showing us that good whiskey, right? Or scotch he's got.
Maybe he sprinkled a little extra in there.
Maybe he's trying to look okay.
No, because then he wouldn't have gone to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way that happened. Obviously, but Chris, you're due a loss, dude. That trade alone validates you for at least one loss. I'm taking Tom this week. I hope Tom wins. 100%, dude.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody's going to trade with you for a while after that. That's crazy.
That's just crazy, dude.
Hey, Chris. Take it easy.
Yeah, that is the worst trade ever. That is worse than any of my trades.
Oh, yeah. Lay it on thick. Lay it on thick. All right. Who you got next, brother?
Next game, Luck of the Asian, who I will say changed his name back to Luck of the Asian because he ain't so lucky when his name ain't Luck of the Asian, right?
Sure.
Against Sad Face number 12. I mean, I'm sure that's Cody's team, but what's the deal with the sad face and number 12? Does anybody know?
I think it was maybe because
Aaron Rodgers 12th season in a row he's lost.
Oh. I think maybe it's because Aaron Rodgers got the Rona.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Rodgers got that Rona.
Why do you even like this dude?
Out there looking like Shrek and Fiona.
Basically, like when he was like, I'm immunized. He was like under his breath, like,
oh, yeah.
You could tell he didn't want to say it.
Oh, yeah. I got my shot.
Crimes and I know it.
I got my shot. It's fine. No.
I got my pill or whatever. Yeah. It's fine. They melted it down, injected it in me, so it's basically a shot.
It was actually a suppository. They just.
I had the old Woodley put it up my woohoo.
And hey, you guys know her. She would totally do some shit like that.
Yeah. She's totally down hipster. You know what I mean? Like.
You don't even want to know what she did after that.
Took the beads out of my hair right before I got to camp, dude. You know what I mean? Aaron Rodgers, dude. What a joke, man. Like, for as much as everybody, I mean, he's a great quarterback, but this dude is kind of a joke. A little bit of a joke. Don't you think? I mean, like.
He has become one.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, he he clearly hasn't been taking care of himself like Tom Brady has, right?
Dude, he looks like he aged 10
like
years since last year.
Anorexic methamphetamine user.
But he's also gray.
Yeah,
what did she do to him?
I don't know.
What did
Sucked the life out of him is what it looks like.
She went divergent on his ass.
Divergent, insurgent. You know what I mean? Like inserted and diverted, dude. You know what I mean? Poor Aaron Rodgers. I'm immunized. That's what he sounded like when he said he was like, I'm gonna get in trouble for this one.
Oh yeah.
And then all they do is fine him.
Yeah.
Like the Raiders and I think it was the Titans.
They lost a game.
Picks.
Yeah.
They lost picks.
That's right.
In the draft.
$500,000 fine.
And what do they get? They're like,
Oh,
you know,
Aaron.
you're immunized. It's fine. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? What is that? You're like, what does that mean? You know, I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, little bias there towards Aaron Rodgers. I really don't know why either. He's one of the most confrontational people in the league about certain things. But anyways, we'll get back to Cody's team. 5-5, luck of the Asian. Changed his name, hoping to make a difference. Hoping.
Dude, so the starting running backs for Cody, Latavius Murray and Michael Carter.
Yeah. Michael Carter's been doing okay. Latavius Murray's, is he going to start? He is against Chicago. No, doesn't look like it.
Well, we'll see.
8 points.
And then you got Pat Freiermuth. Maybe he'll do something. And
Chris
DeAndre
Godwin's
Swift.
like the only guy on your team besides DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift is great. He tried to slip that in on me. Ultimately backfired. He got beat down by me. He only had a few points on that game. Well, he had like 27. Thank God it didn't matter. But I mean, this one's a throw-up, dude. Actually, it's 50-50 on this one. Really.
I'm going to go with Pele just because he put Carr in against Cincinnati. I think Las Vegas is going to do decent against them. He's also got Jonathan Taylor. It doesn't matter who Jonathan Taylor plays against. He scores a lot of points, even if it's Buffalo. I expect a full-out shootout between Indy and Buffalo.
And, like, Kittle, like, he showed up last game. The last 2 games he showed up, honestly. And maybe he's having a turn for the better.
And David Montgomery's back. He's playing Tennessee Titans D against Houston. Jalen Waddle against New Jersey. I really think that Pele's going to take this one.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go with Pele, too, just because Cody, you know.
Suck it, Cody.
Suck it, Cody, you know. And last but not least, really,
Yeah.
the Ginja Ninja versus the fantasy football team, Josh. I beat him last time we played, which worries me.
You're not going to beat him this week. I'm
You
sorry.
don't think so? Man, come on, man.
Dude, he's got Prescott, Chubb, McCaffrey, Hill, Lamb, Lockett, Goddard. I mean, that is the... How did he even...
But Goddard's not that good.
How did he even
Lockett's
get
not
this
that
team?
good. You talking about the guy throwing to Lockett, the broken finger? Oh, he did great last week. What
Well,
did he do? Like
he's gonna
3 points?
Dude, it said that's the only time that he's ever been shut out.
Well, he needs a broken finger to do so, which
Yeah.
I'm like, sit him. Let's bring in the other guy. Gino, score you 22. Like, Gino.
Well, hey, look, in your defense, I hope Lockett doesn't catch a ball. I hope Metcalf catches every one of them.
Yeah, I mean, me too.
Did you
100% with that.
Metcalf's antics last game?
No, I did.
Oh.
Oh, I did. Where you got thrown out, trying to come back in. Like, how do you even do that? Like, did his coach tell him to do that?
Yeah, like, how are you going to walk in? You're the most
The hugest dude
You're the
on the
most
team.
inconspicuous purple-headed motherfucker out there. Ooh, I'm just going to put a
Standing like
hoodie
a
on.
head taller than everybody, right? Running like a track star,
Right.
He's a runner. He's a track star. Dude, he's so good, dude. It's like, oh, they're not going to see him. You know, your pink hair, everything.
Hey, look, just go back there for a couple minutes, and then when nobody's looking, you just walk out of here. It'll be fine.
Just walk out with a different jersey on. Just walk out.
Hey, can you put a hat on? Your pink hair, nobody will see that.
Big calves. We'll just put you in a jersey called
yeah.
Big Calves.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have to worry about it. You'll be fine, you know?
Well, unfortunately, Luke, I'm going to have to go with Josh here, and I know that you probably think differently. Lay it on me. What do you think?
I mean, I think I'm going to get beat by Josh, honestly. I mean, like, I got it, like Spencer says, like, or, you know, I talk to Mike about this sometimes too. If you beat somebody in the beginning of the year, you're lucky to beat them again, you know? And
The sweep's pretty tough.
yeah, and like, usually you have like a benefit of having a better schedule at the time. Well, right now I do not have a better schedule. My team is hurting bad. Like, I got a lot of people on my team that weren't on my regular, you know, draft picks, and you know, it's a real shame because I figured, man, if Ridley stays in and everybody figured out a chance, dude. Even Cup's on bye, dude. My 40 burgers on bye. Man,
Yeah,
I mean,
that old 40 burger.
that old 40 burger. I do expect Tom Brady to come back and really, really show up after a crappy game last week. If Kamara plays, I think he will.
Hey, Brady's playing the Giants.
Yeah, I mean,
he's going to go house on them.
thought they were going to go house on Washington, man, but it just didn't happen. Joe Mixon's got a decent game as well as T. Higgins. I just need my guys to show up a little bit better. I feel like I got a good game. Elijah Mitchell's got Jacksonville. I do feel like I've got a chance. I still feel like, when you look at Josh's team now, it's just full of just...
dude, it's a monster. It's a monster. And it's going to be tough to overcome. But you know what? Good luck to you. And we'll see what happens.
I don't like you, Josh.
Or your team.
No, your team I like a lot.
You just wish it was yours.
I just wish it was mine.
Yeah. All right, so we haven't had a Thunder Cookie in a while, and I had to bring it back this week for a number of reasons. One, because we're due for a Thunder Cookie.
Yeah.
And you know what? The first one's going to be passed out to Chris Sharp. Bam!
Dude.
How are you going to do my boy Ferrari, your friend, like that? You totally trade rate Ferrari.
Yeah, you get that. That's crazy. You get a Thunder Cookie for it. You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely. I think that's 100% Thunder Cookie-ish, dude. Like I said, if it was me, a good dude, I would have said, I'll just take Josh Jacobs. That's enough of a trade rate, right?
Yeah, we'll just give you a little golf clap for that. Thank you for being so. Yeah. Way to go, Luke.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I think I deserve it.
Yeah, sure.
I mean?
Hey,
Even
look.
Ferrari said I wouldn't have done him like that.
All right, so look, let's roll on the second Thunder Cookie. This segment, okay? This podcast. Ferrari, you get a Thunder Cookie. How would you even accept a trade like that? What were you doing? I don't even understand it, son. We called you. You admitted that you made a mistake.
We understand it now.
I get that. But how were you that messed up
It was
to accept that?
Yeah.
You got any thoughts on that, Luke?
I mean, I do. Like he explained to us, he saw Mark Ingram with 28 points, and he was like, "No brainer, dude. I'm totally doing it."
So here's what I think.
I was like, Ferrari, dude. Did you forget about Alvin Kamara being a person?
Who's Alvin Kamara?
Like,
oh my God!
Like, love you, Ferrari, dude.
Yeah,
but,
we know that he's an alien from outer space, but
my
he
goodness.
does play for the Saints.
Yeah, and he has played for the Saints for like the last 4 years.
Where's your head at?
Where is your head?
Where's your head at?
And I'm bringing it back, Chris. Like, you get one for ripping him off so bad. Like, I want to know how you feel about that trade. I want to know. Let's get Chris on the phone.
That's a great
Let's get Chris
idea.
on the phone.
That's a great
I want to see if we can get this done. We can't get him. We know how shameful he feels.
His ears are probably burning. He's probably like, ooh.
Yeah. We got to call this dude. I got to talk to him.
He's probably not going to answer. And he's probably like,
better answer.
They want to talk about that trade.
Yeah.
I'm not going to answer.
I'm not going to answer. Come on, Chris.
Pick up.
Hello?
Oh,
look who it is.
we got Chris on the line. Hey, dude. Hate the game league. Hate the game league. Coming
dude.
right at you.
Oh, snap. Who am I speaking with?
Oh,
Everybody else?
no, just me and Tom, you know what I mean? The usual crew.
Okay.
So look.
We got something to talk. We got some disciplinary action to hand out.
Your name just came up on a Thunder Cookie segment.
Yep, just came up.
Oh.
Can you guess why? Can you guess why?
No, I can't.
Oh,
Nothing? Nothing
Yeah.
comes to mind?
nothing comes to mind. Nothing. No recent activity that you've made comes to mind.
Oh, you talking about the trade?
Yes. Yeah.
My Mark Ingram for Josh Jacobs and Cole Beasley?
Yes.
Yeah. So what was going through your mind when you made that trade? When he accepted it?
When I made that trade, I was like,
I want to trade rape somebody. Can I just put the words in your mouth for you?
Like maybe he might have another one, but I don't know. Josh Jacobs, he's a starter and he's pretty consistent. Didn't get a whole lot of points all season, but also.
What are you talking about? He has like 15 on average.
What's that?
He has like 15 points on average.
Who? Mark Ingram?
No, Josh Jacobs.
Yeah. What about?
Come on, dude. You know what I mean? Like fess up to it. Did you purposely trade rape him for an extra player too? Cole Beasley?
Yeah.
Oh, The burn. Hey, Ferrari, I hope you listen to this and hear this.
Hey, when you can do it, you can do it. You've done
I
it.
would never do that to anybody.
Cody.
I didn't do nothing to Cody. It was a fair trade, 100%, dude.
Hey, listen, we were talking about your trade, and we talked to Ferrari.
Where is Willa?
Yeah, where is this trade we're talking about? What is going on?
So we wanted to get you on the phone. Hey, man, we got a podcast. I know you're a big podcast fan, and this one's going to be good.
Yeah,
So
and we got you. We got you. I'm not.
You guys are doing this season, man. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
It's no problem. What we don't appreciate is the huge trade rate that you made this year.
especially since you and I are playing this week, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden you got an RB1 that you're
Yeah.
just going to plug in there, and you gave Ferrari an RB79.
Wait a
What are you
second.
talking about? You know, what's his
What do
name?
you mean? What are we talking about? Like, what are you talking about? You tell me. I want to hear the pitch, dude. I want to hear the pitch because this is
Mark Ingram's
important.
a starter right now because their other running back's hurt, right?
I mean, for a game, Alvin Kamara. You talking about Alvin Kamara was hurt for
Yeah.
one game, and then he's going to be. Well, I want to hear the pitch, right? What did you pitch him? Like tell me.
Anything. He actually sent me the trade request.
What? You were absolved of everything. If he sent you that trade, then
Yeah,
you're absolved. You're absolved 100%.
And I would have accepted immediately, but it didn't allow me the first day.
Accept.
He's like, can I accept this quicker? I can't. You know what I mean? Holy cow, dude.
My players were locked because it was, I think it was on like Monday or something. Or
Oh, so it was on Monday. He had time to think about it, and then he traded you afterwards?
well, he traded me then, and then I was like, I couldn't do it that day because I guess my players were locked.
I knew you were a good guy, dude.
Yeah,
I knew
we
it.
were
I
sitting
knew
here.
it, man.
We were sitting here talking about this. It's like no way Chris would do something like this to Ferrari. Ferrari's his friend. Chris is a great guy. There's no way this would happen.
Like 5 minutes,
Chris-
that's about all it took.
Chris is wishing for something like this to happen, dude. Right, Chris?
Who isn't?
Yeah, exactly.
Who is it?
But-
Oh, I'll take your starting running back for the Raiders. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we're bashing Ferrari a little bit here, but he deserves it. You know what I mean? It's
Well, we
like-
were bashing Chris, and now we know the truth.
Yeah, now-
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah, you know me. I don't really send out trades.
I know. I was like,
I have people send me out trades, and I don't usually accept, but that was an offer I couldn't refuse.
well, I mean, obviously, you know what I mean? And I was like, I want to hear the pitch because I want to hear how you bamboozled Ferrari, but Ferrari bamboozled himself is what it sounds like. I knew you didn't do it, Chris. I knew. What do you do when somebody's offering you the whole kit and caboodle for nothing? You know
So
what I mean?
look, there are a few times in my life where I was like, I would just kick my own ass if I did this, and this is the one time that Ferrari should be trying to kick his own ass.
Yeah, he even admitted that it was. He was like, "What have I done?"
He said if I could take it back,
He had 20 points last week. Josh Jacobs he had 20 points all season.
Chris, are you seriously talking about
Hey,
this right now?
Ferrari said if I could take back that trade right now, I would.
Yeah.
So we're in the process of trying to gather up enough
Hey, let me
votes.
ask you this. Let me ask you this question, Chris. What has Mark Ingram done prior to this game?
He played for the Houston Texans, actually.
I mean, what has he done though, scoring wise?
He just told you.
What?
He just told you.
Zero? Did he have more points in that game more than he had the rest of the year?
Hey, look, if somebody offers you $100 on a platter and just no strings attached,
Well, you know I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, what? I mean, business is business, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So like,
you're all
but-
about the money. We know
But
that.
I would have told him you can keep Cole Beasley. You know what I mean? Like I'd have been like, you just keep him. You give me Josh Jacobs.
Hey, look, you sweeten the
100%.
pot a little too much. People aren't gonna like this shit.
Dude, like seriously, I'd have been like,
Starting running back Cordell Patterson, my waiver wire trash.
no, that came in just in time for you, didn't it, buddy? Just in time, dude.
Yeah, he got hurt last week, so it was
Gotcha.
like perfect timing. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
literally like the day after he got hurt. I was like, oh sweet, I got a nice running back to put in my starting
Oh
lineup.
my gosh,
Yeah,
yeah, you
whatever.
did you
You
did
did
nothing
great.
wrong.
You did great.
You've
You know
done
what?
nothing
And you know
wrong.
what? I'm disappointed that you would accept a trade like that, especially when you're playing me this week. But
You know how embarrassing it would be to lose to Tom?
no joke. I thought about dropping that on Mike. It's like, dude, you just lost to Tom. You just lost to Tom.
You just lost to the Butler, dude.
Hello, Butler.
Hello, Butler.
Hey, but look, we're gonna have a good matchup this week. We're projected very similarly, but I'm telling you this: Tom Flowers is on the rise.
And much love to Ferrari
You're on
and
the roll,
Chris.
man, not gonna lie. On a roll. Josh is on a roll too. You get a good.
Yeah, no, definitely.
No, Josh totally winning this week.
Yeah, totally winning this week. I don't know if I got a prayer, dude. The rest of my season looks abysmal. Like it's gonna be rough. Like if I lose this week, then I'm gonna have to win the rest, and they're gonna be tough games. But I will say this, that I do have more points than anybody, so it is possible. It is possible.
Hey, let me tell you something, Chris. Luke will try to find the silver lining in anything, and he just did. Hey, man. Hey, thank you for answering and being a part of the podcast. Much love to you, brother.
Yeah, man. Take it easy, boys.
Yeah,
See you,
too,
man.
Well, that wraps up that call. We had 2 calls.
2
We
calls.
figured out
One
what happened
podcast.
with the trade. We got all the goodies from it. You know.
You know what's funny, though? Ferrari did not offer up the fact that he initiated the trade.
Well, I think it was just embarrassing enough, right? Like it was embarrassing enough. So I get it from Ferrari's point of view. He made a mistake. He did admit that, right? So I got no problems with it, man.
It's a pretty big mistake, though.
It's a big mistake, but that's okay.
Diamond snatch. Carlos.